Couple more minutes.
There you go. There you go. Everybody are like, what the hell? I'm in my house, but this Gucci line right here. That's it. 6 months. 24 should be 6 months. Right, girl? I've been putting here with her little sibling and her pop, Prim Buster. That's what we do. Stay tuned, JAYBOSSTV, coming with an interview with Will, and at the same time bringing you the Cross Bronx talk show we had out there, you know, with Sincere, my brother, Double R, the Bronx Spanish Mob. Shout out to y'all people out there. And I know about Double R brothers that came out, or the Bully World that came out, the fans, the owners. That's how we're doing it with the Bullies. So stay tuned with JAYBOSSTV, baby. Ruff Ryders! All right, folks. You're here with JAYBOSSTV. I got Will from ARB doing it big out here in Connecticut. Gave me the special invite to his house. Bringing the pup Gucci Lion. It's the pack back here, man.
Check out her father.
That's what's up. So Will, man, let people know. I mean, we're doing this little documentary that I just came down the way to do just because there's a lot of people out there that are into the bully world. I finally got one. He's the first one that I get the pup from. It's something that I'm learning at the same time, and you know, a mentor, the person that been working with it for a minute already and reading a lot about it, teaching about it. I just want to let y'all know, the viewers, that Will is on the game, and he's just gonna let us know a little about him. But Will, so, and what you have here?
Yeah, you know, our kennel's American Rebel Bullies. We been in the game about 3 years now. You know, some of my partners been in the dog game since way back in the day with pit bulls and stuff like that. You know, so always been around it. You know, back in the day we bred coon hounds and stuff like that when I was a kid. So about 3 years ago, I was at a vital point in my life where I needed to decide a new career path. And I got a veterinary degree, and I'm like, you know, what am I gonna, not veterinary, like a veterinarian degree, but you know, like veterinary technician degree. And I love the bullies, man. I seen my first bully, Slowbuck. Shout out to Slowbuck's Bullies. And the kid Slow over there. They had some nice, phenomenal dogs, man. I think they had sold Jim Jones one. And I seen it on social media. I fell in love with the breed. This was years ago. And that's when the exotics first started coming out. You know, I had known about the breed ever since back in the day with like Juan Gotti, Remy. You know, Remy was one of my favorite dogs. Fabian did his whole thing with Remy line, and I just always had watched it and seen it. And I always knew I wanted one, but I just wasn't in a position of my life. You know, we're younger, we're running around, acting up. We didn't really have time to invest the kind of money that you need to invest in a bully. But the time came in my life that it was time to really, that I could settle down and get a dog I wanted. So my fiance had found kick-ass bullies on Puppy Finder. Puppy Finder?
Oh wow, on the internet.
On the internet. She had found a tricolor one. So I hit up the lady. I'm like, before this, I hit up every breeder from Roger over at West Coast Gotti line. Roger's a great dude, by the way. Shout out to Roger. Harassed everybody in the bully game, trying to find the right bully for me for my first bully. I had fallen in love with a dog from HQ Bullies named Pretty Boy Floyd, and I knew I wanted one that looked just like Pretty Boy. So when the lady sent me the pictures of all the tricolors that my fiance had found, there was a fawn one in the back, and he was shorter, thicker, just gorgeous. And I said, how much for him? And the lady's like, oh, he's not even first pick. You don't want him. You want the try. Because everybody was on tries nuts at that point. Okay. Everybody wants a try. But I like a fawn dog, clearly.
So sorry to interrupt. When you say try, those are the three colors.
A tricolor looks like a Rottweiler's colors.
Okay. All right.
You know what I mean? There's different tries. There's blue tries, black tries, brown, chocolate tries they call them.
All right.
Then there's sable tries. You know, Peaches is more of a sable try. She got the eyebrow. She got some of the white try markings. But when you say try, most people are thinking of a blue try or a black try, which is basically a Rottweiler colors. The lady tried to sell me on that. I'm like, nah, I want that one. I want that fawn one in the back. Sell me that one. Bought it, had it shipped home, and just went from there, man. And it's like a Pringle, man. You can't just have just one. So once I really started getting into it, I started seeing the money these people were charging for dogs. I'm not really an exotic fan. I'm not gonna sit up here and bash exotics, but I like a healthy dog. And I like something that if my kids are outside, if my girl's walking it, you're gonna think twice before you walk up.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They still have that intimidation factor, even though, you know, they're not at all, clearly. But I still wanted something with some size on it. I like a pocket to a standard bully.
That's how it is, man. Gucci. When she had her ears, so innocent. Once they got cropped, just got that mean look, and people just don't dare get close to her. But it comes to that point that, you know, these are our dogs, and we just treat them like our kids. Understand? Once you into the game, it's just totally different than those that want to have a pet to have in the house, and at the same time have that good bloodline. But then, at the same time, it's like, so far, how many dogs in total you have?
Under the American Rebel Bullies umbrella?
Brother.
10? I think 10. I want to say 10.
About 10, okay. I mean, that's...
I got my partner. My partner's got 3 at his house. I got 6 over here. You got Gucci. Total and breeds, I got to say about 10.
10, okay. That breed. And any last show you had Chris Buster on that gave you good results? And
yeah, shout out to ABKC, man. There's a lot of registries out there. You know, every day I go on Facebook and there's a new registry popping up. So I get a lot of people that are new to the bully game that are like, Will, what registry do you stand behind? Now, don't get me wrong. There's a registry, CBR. Mike Cook and Judy Cook own it. I love them. They're great people. I haven't shown under them. Their size just isn't big enough yet. You know what I mean? I support them. I'll help them host shows. You know, we help them host a show in Connecticut. I host fun shows all the time in the Bronx at Cross Bronx Pet Shop. Shout out Cross Bronx Pet Shop. Every other month we try to do one there. But as far as showing Buster, if I'm gonna put Buster in the ring, it's gonna be ABKC. And there's a lot of reasons behind that. You know what I mean? The title just means a little more. They're the spotlight. ABKC was the first ones to really do it. You know, I know a lot of the exotics kind of don't like ABKC because ABKC doesn't really accept the exotics yet. But ABKC's where it's at, man. Shout out to Dave Wilson. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Dave. None of us with these bullies running around would even have anything if it wasn't for Dave. You know, whatever happened with people. People have sore feelings, but that man started. That man gave us the venue to be able to share these great dogs with the world, you know?
Gucci one of them. I mean, and don't get me wrong, Gucci was one that I wasn't even expected to get.
Yeah, I'll hit up Jay. I had a person put her on a deposit when she was a couple days old and hit me up when she was 8 weeks old talking about, can I get my deposit back? I can't have a dog right now. I can't pay for her. And just so y'all know, if y'all do that, I'm keeping your deposit. No hard feelings, but that's the point of a deposit.
Business, of course.
So I hit up Jay like, yo, Jay, I got this phenomenal little female for sale right now, man. Come get her. Come get her. I'll bless you for a good price. You've been like family, man. I know it'll be great promotion. Come see me. And he did, and she turned out one of the best out of that litter. Her litter mate is right there. That's my Destiny right there with the black face and the black eyes coming over right now.
Right here, that's right.
And it was crazy with that litter. You know, we really try to breed for consistency over here. Everything in American Rebel Bullies, we really, really try to breed for consistent dogs, consistent looks, consistent health. You know, not so much consistent color, but we have had consistent color. I don't mind other colors, but it just so happens that we really tend to produce mostly fawn dogs. But half the litter came out looking just like the father, who's standing right behind her, hawking her. And half the litter came out just like the mother, who isn't here. She's at my partner's house. It was a phenomenal litter, man. We got another one coming up. The next litter is due the end of May. We did a repeat breeding that created Gucci and Destiny.
I still got that history with the pictures when we first came, you know, and took pictures with her. David took her home. So I'm trying to keep a little profile for her, so like that, you know, I could just open up a page for Gucci Lion and have everybody, you know, keeping their eyes on her, because, you know, probably won't be too much on the show because I'm new to this and don't really know how to come up. But with the help of Will, of course, he could just lead me the right way and got me to want to put her into whatever class, standard, or whatever comes into. Like I said, I was just new, and that's really actually my fiance's Danita, First Lady Cubs dog, which it was my anniversary gift. And I figured I'll make that phone call and come down.
Cuffs has wanted something off of Buster since the minute she met Buster. And I knew Jay's soft spot. So I'm not gonna lie, when it came time to sell him a dog, I showed her the dog first. Just to make sure that she was like, Jay, you getting this dog. I knew it. And she's posted nothing but great pictures with her, you know, she's getting babied. I love it. I like to see a lot of my productions go to pet homes. Not that they're pet quality dogs. They're still show quality dogs, but it's not that I don't like selling to other kennels, but I'll prefer my dogs aren't locked in a cage. I want them to be babied, man. They're still my productions. I keep track of every production I have. If I sell you a dog, I check up on it as often as I can. I want pictures. I want to track my productions. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of responsible breeders should do that. I feel like there's too many that sell them and don't give a hell about them after they're gone.
I've been on top of every time I see something funny going on, or a month went by, or a couple of weeks, I'll send you a little clip. Look what she's up to. Look what she's doing. She's learning this and that.
I be stealing Jay's pictures. Jay be hitting me up like, yo, I don't want to post that one yet. Put it away. I'm like, oh shit, all right, man.
But knowing that she's already out there, and right now she just got a lot of potential of doing a lot of things. Took her to the first show, and you know, on the roundups, you know, she came in categories, but didn't win that one because, you know, she's still a puppy. I don't know how to train them yet, so it was basically on for obedience. I think it was on the puppy category, but I did have fun. I mean, taking her out there and showing off and stacking her, which I still haven't done that yet because I haven't been trained. But like I said, anything else you got planned for the future now? It's like you got a litter coming soon now?
Yeah, Peaches, the female right here. Peaches is Buster's half sister. She's Buster's father inbred with his sister.
All right.
You know, and a lot of people be like inbred. You know, line breeding is a thing. Inbreeding is different. Like, don't take brothers or sisters. Do your research on how to line breed. But Peaches, I ended up outcrossing. Peaches is the only thing at our whole camp that is an outcross, and we outcrossed her with a King Kamali, some King Kamali blood, and some Goochland blood. My buddy Caesar American Bully Kennel on Instagram.
Okay.
We took her to his boy King, and King was a phenomenal specimen. So 9 more days, man. I'm excited. 9 more days, and we'll see those pups. They should be crazy. New school Gotti to old school Gotti.
All right. So when you talk about Buster, a lot of people, like I said, I'm new to this too. When it comes to bloodlines, I know there's a lot of people out there. The dogs are Remy, Gottis. It's like how a lot of people claim they dogs are Gotti, but they bring it to the show to compete, extreme or whatever. That category falls in. But then you got judges and other people be like, that's not a Gotti. I could tell that's not one of them. Yeah. Is there's a feature, there's something you know that you could tell which is which? Because I know bloodline and
personally, like you know, for the most part, I could look at a dog and be like, if it's got really strong characteristics, like Remy dogs have really strong characteristics. Dax blood has some strong characteristics, but the biggest and most easiest way is ask to see that paperwork, man. If you're buying a pup and you think even the slightest bit, there's a lot of people out here bullshitting. My dog is 3 times Dax. My dog, show me. I want to see your paperwork. Show me your paperwork first before I'm buying a pup off you.
It's the best way to go about it.
Best way to go about it. Unless you really know the person, you know they're not about the bullshit. But there's too many of you. Stop lying. I'm gonna say that again, like, y'all gotta stop lying. I see dogs on here, you're like, yo, this is direct this is direct that. If it's not, that's direct Buster. That's direct Buster. Those are his direct children. If it's like 4 times removed, stop saying it. People be like, yo, my dog's a Remy dog. Remy is 9 generations back in the pedigree 1 time. You don't have a Remy dog. Remy is in the blood, but you don't have a Remy dog. You know, be honest. You know, I think our community needs a lot more honesty. Stop lying to the people. But even in the higher ups, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, no bulldog, no bulldog. All the lines they slipped in bulldog. Everyone's gonna hate me for saying that. All the lines, somewhere to create the American Bully. Whether I'm not gonna name names, whether any of the people that founded this want to say it or not, somewhere in there you slipped in some bulldog. I'm a vet. I went to school for a while for this. I know structure. I know the different things that show, you know, you're not getting jowls like that off a pit bull. You're not, you know what I mean? You're not getting the bone structure off of just a pit bull. That's a whole nother story, but people just got to be more honest with the bully community, man, when it comes to everything. Stop calling your dog a champion unless you got champion paperwork.
Is that a certificate you get too that you know?
If you're a champion, you have a champion certificate.
Okay.
You're not going to just, my dog's champion bloodline. Okay, well, post that paperwork, man.
Now, to become a champion, you got to win how many times?
You got to win
First
150 points in 3 majors.
Okay.
I believe, for ABKC. I don't know about any other registry, but ABKC, right. I know you need 150 points in at least 3 majors. That means that you won X amount of shows, first place, you took it all first place. Majors, you won best in show, best in this, best in that. You know,
to become a champ.
To become a champion.
Okay.
Now, to become a grand champion, you have to become a champion.
Wow.
5 times. I believe. Don't anybody crucify me after this video for saying that. I believe it's 5 times. So, stop, be honest, man. Some of y'all got great dogs and just be slapping titles on them for no reason, man. Just be happy you got a great dog. You don't have to stretch the truth. You don't have to exaggerate. Buster's not a champion yet. After June 9th, Buster should be a champion. Shout out to Vivian Malone, our handler, man. She comes all the way from Italy, handles Buster, Demon Boy, some of the greatest dogs out there. Vivian's awesome. Hopefully with Vivian's help, man, after we do June 3rd and June 9th, Buster will be a champion.
Definitely, let's hope and let's see if we can see that happen now, that we got him out there in the ring. Because I can tell, I mean, my little Gucci line guy got his temper. Yeah. Runs around and is stubborn, man. It's a little hard to listen and why not just... I mean, they love to play it and everything like that.
But I just shows too. Not to interrupt you, Jacob. I just thought about it. With shows, a handler is sometimes an investment. I know a lot of people be like, "Oh, you pay a handler." A handler's Buster won't perform nearly as well for me in the ring.
That's what I'm about to say.
As he will perform for his handler in the ring. He knows it's dad, it's playtime. When no one's around, sometimes I get I'm wrestling him on the couch. He's used to playing with me. He's not going to perform the same way he'll perform for his handler. And get a good handler. Don't get just some jokes from off the street. Find out how many dogs they've champed out. Find out how many dogs they've grand champed out. If you're going to pay for it, do your research. That's the best bet I can give people with anything in this game. Just do your research.
For all you Bully World's haters, because I mean, no matter what video I post up out of love, you know what I'm saying? And it's just to bring it out there. And like top dogs to underdogs. I don't even care if you went to a dog show and didn't even have a banner, a little note, a little poster. I show love to everybody. So regardless of what kind of dog or breed you have, the love is always there. But then one thing is that I always notice on several videos that I've probably got, maybe in the Bronx on one of them, the comments, "Oh, they ain't real dog. I'm the one that have this. I got that." I'll read all your comments. One thing I'll let you know, man, my comments needs to get approved before it get posted. So I'm gonna read your shit. If your shit is bullshit, yeah, I could post it up just to start some shit, but you know what? Cross you out, man, because you ain't got no love. I mean, you could have your opinion, we can listen to that, and I could respond to that. But when you just want to diss, man, that's not even gonna get approved.
That's that soccer mom mentality. I see that a little too much in the bully world. Is some of y'all is like soccer moms, man. If you put your dog in the ring and it lose, and you're a big name kennel, man, take it on the chin. And don't cry about it. That's the saddest thing in this bully community is grown men that carry themselves like they gangsters, but y'all on social media crying. A real one not gonna argue with you on social media. A real one might just catch you at a show.
Bronx, that was something. You noticed the one in Cross Bronx?
Yeah, they had a little spat on the side, man.
They did, because I know he was like, "Oh, you didn't stack them right or what," and it wasn't about that. But I know the man got a little pissed off because his handler or whoever had the dog. I felt kind of bad in a way because I'm recording all this and I got the clip and you probably just get to see it because definitely after this interview I'm definitely gonna put out the Cross Bronx dog show we had out there. It was nice. A lot of people came out. Kind of crowded place. I don't think it was too crazy, but it was crowded. Yeah.
I get a lot of questions as to why would me and Ruff Ryders have had a relationship for 3 years now, doing these shows in the Bronx, and I get a lot of registries. A lot of people questioning why I don't bring on the registry, why I keep it just a fun show. I mean, our turnouts are huge. Why I'm not more selective in what dogs. Listen, there's a lot of you with beautiful dogs out there that might not be ABKC quality. They're just beautiful dogs, but maybe they have a little flaw. Maybe you don't have paperwork. Maybe you bought it as a pet home. Those people still deserve a venue to showcase their dog. They still deserve a chance to enjoy the show ring, without having to travel far or whatever the case may be. I do it for the public, man. Just for the record, we don't make any money off those shows, man. It's just for y'all, it's for the public, it's just a chance to just give people the opportunity to showcase their dogs, to get people to cross Bronx so they can check out. Anthony's got a great store over there. He's got some of the sickest collars I've ever seen.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? He's got the Gucci collars. He's got the Louis
I
V
got my
collars.
chain from there too, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? He's got it, man. So
big up
it's
to
just
them.
a chance to do that. You know, me and Sincere from Ruff Ryders just decided one day, like, yo, let's put some dog shows on, man. Let's give these chance of people to come out. Now I read the comments too. You know, I'm not gonna go too all out on here, but man, y'all some whining ass haters, man. With they're letting pit bulls in, they're letting this in. Listen, if y'all come with a Chihuahua pit bull mix and you want to embarrass yourself and put it in the ring, I'm gonna let you put it in the ring. But my judge Caesar, you know, Caesar American Bully Kennels, he's been in this game 20 years. He's gonna let you know what's wrong with your dog. He's gonna let you know why you didn't win. So, you know, why not? If you got a dog with some faults, bring it and ask why it's not show quality. Get a judge's opinion. Get someone's opinion. You should do that before you breed anyway.
Is there such thing as that, as maybe take your dog somewhere just before you want to enter to find out if they stands, they tippy-toeing, they put a crooked?
There's not, and there probably should be, but you know, ask a judge. Pull a judge to the side before you enter your dog in the show. Don't embarrass yourself. Pull a judge to the side and say, hey, this is my dog. What do you think? Should I put him in the ring? I mean, even at ABKC, I've seen people with some embarrassing dogs that they're proud to breed, that are easty-westy as hell, that are hot, you know, the front end is 13 inches, the rear end is 15 inches, and you're putting it in the ring. Like, you know you're going to get picked apart. You know you're going to get ate up in the comments. So why even embarrass yourself? Do your research as to what breed type is, what they look for, you know, before you put it in the show. You know, do your research.
No, of course. I mean, it's just...
If you buy a dog from me, though, it will be show quality, just so you know.
That's what it is, American Rebel, man, bullies. That's how we do it anyway. I mean, I just had to come down this way, and I got to appreciate Will for letting me, you know, stop by in the crib and definitely bring Gucci out and let her have fun, you know, with our little brothers and sisters and the pops and have a good time. And, you know, thanks a lot for the missus. We had a nice wonderful dinner, man. Yeah. It's like I could fall asleep right now, you know, but this is something that I just want to bring out to everybody out there, you know, being a Ruff Ryder. We got our dog division too, and being a little kind of slow because they haven't been moving as much as they should or has been, but definitely, you know, with the help
shout
of...
out to Burbs too. Shout out to Burbs. I know Burbs is over there with dog division. He does his thing, man.
Yeah, and he had a litter too, so I don't know if you can probably see it. I'll put down his link too, that he had a little litter and probably got a pup for sales too, but this one, you said 9 days, right? 10?
Yeah, 9-10 days. Peaches will be coming.
All right, so Peaches pretty soon in 9 days. Hopefully this video is up before she give and you'll get this message, you know. No, but it probably will, because I'll probably have it by tomorrow. But anything else you have to say that you just want to bring out to the public? If people really want to get into this, do they really? I mean, the time of dedication.
I got some pointers for first-time buyers. You know what I mean? If you're going for your first bully,
nice.
You know, one, find a kennel that you can trust. It doesn't have to be a big-name kennel, but find somebody that you can trust. Find their credentials. You know what I mean? Don't just... There's a lot of backyard breeders. There's a lot of hood breeders that aren't really cared about the quality of the dog you're getting, and that could go from health to temperament. You know, you don't want something that was aggressive. You don't want something that was too shy. You know, just do your research as much as that goes, and get pet insurance. Even if you're just a mom and pop's operation, you just want to drop 1 or 2 litters, right? Go to Nationwide. Now I don't work for Nationwide. I'm just sharing this, but go to Nationwide. The wellness plan is $65 a month. And it covers everything from shots to C-sections. Now, any of y'all that bred before that haven't heard of this, we all know a C-section here in Connecticut is running me about $1,800, $2,400 if it's an emergency C-section. Nationwide covers 90% of that.
So almost everything.
Almost everything. So you're going from paying $2,400 by the time you're out the door to $240 for a C-section. Now that's huge. And I feel like with having that, you're not going to second guess it. I don't second guess anything. I don't even second guess a red eye. Oh, something looks wrong. I got full coverage. I'm taking it to the vet. You know, don't treat them like livestock if you're breeding them. Treat them like a pet. Treat them like a family member, and you're going to produce better. You're going to get higher quality. And again, research. I researched for like a year before I bought my first bully. You really find what you want. Really look at the parents' productions. Take a look at the mother and father. Take a look at the grandparents. See what other puppies they produce, because I can show you 2 puppies that both look like they're going to be phenomenal. You know, 6 months down the line, they look totally different than what you thought they would. I've made that mistake myself with, oh, this is my first pick, this is my second pick, this is last pick.
It's hard though. When they small,
it's super hard.
It's yeah. You
That's
don't know how they're gonna turn out.
You gotta be patient and kind of look back. Gucci was a tiny, skinny thing. Now she's the biggest one.
Yeah, right. And Buster's still trying to get. Hey, Bust, ain't look closest as Buster, man.
Oh yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah. Now, you know, a little information on Buster to anybody that needs him for a. You might want him for a stud, or you might be interested in a pup off him. Buster's 3 times Remy Martin and 3 times Phenom. 2 times Purple Rose of Cairo. Purple Rose of Cairo is the only one that's not really up front. He's a little further back in the pedigree, but he's there, and so is Remembering Cairo, I think twice. So he's got a lot of new school blood from the Dax and a lot of old school blood from his mother's side. His stud fee right now is $1,500. I might do a little less if it's a pup back deal. If you're somewhere in the tri-state area, you know, I don't do pup back deals any further than Jersey. If I can't come find you, I'm not doing a pup back deal with you. Sorry.
All right.
You know, his pups typically run $1,800 to $3,000 depending on the breeding. We have another breeding coming up, the same breeding that created Gucci Lion. We got coming up the end of next month, and those pups will be $2,500 and up. And now mother to that is 818 Kennels. Shout out 818 Kennels in California to one of their dogs that we bought from them, and her name is Lil Mally. If you want to look her up on Bullypedia, it's 818's Little Mally. So those produce some really cool pups. And then Ivy here, the same one that produced this big boy Pudge. Pudge is only 3 weeks older than Gucci, and he's massive. He is massive, and she's 5 times Remy Martin. If you can't tell, I kind of, you know, I favor the Remy blood, the old Remy blood. I don't know what the hell they doing now, but the old Remy blood, the real Remy Martin blood. Ivy's 5 times Remy Martin. So when we mix Buster in there, produce some phenomenal dogs, man. We gotta keep them coming, man. And also, if you're new to the bully world, man, ignore the haters, man. I don't even pay attention to it. I mean, y'all can say whatever you want in comments. Y'all run up on us on a show, it might be a different story, man. Some of us that roll with us, you know, and don't be a hater too. Don't be a hater, because you're gonna catch that one real one that just might catch you after the show. And you know, don't put yourself in those positions, man. Just enjoy the sport for what it is when it comes to shows.
But if that's what they about, they always gonna stay hating.
Right.
And I show my love and respect, man. I mean, it's like even when I went to Allentown, and there's a couple of shows that I probably got on YouTube, I can't remember them all. But like I said, I show the love to everybody, man. I don't nitpick, oh, this one look nice, this one look good, this one pretty. Nah, man, I show love to everybody. You see me walking down with the camera, you got your dog, if I didn't stop or I missed you or I skipped you, whatever, come at me, holler at me, and I put you out there, you know what I'm saying? Gucci. And I here barbecuing, special invite. This ain't something that I just decided I want to come. This was a special invite by Will and the missus for me to stop by, bring the famous Gucci Lion out here to meet the brothers and sisters and the father, for them to just have a good time and, you know, get it exhausted at least a little bit. I can't do that in the projects, but Gucci Lion, remember that name, Prince Buster. Bloodline is coming in for y'all. They got a little litter coming pretty soon now with Peaches. Give it 10 days or so. Keep in contact with my man Will. It's gonna do big. I'm telling you, it's coming in. Inside cage. Tell me what you got there, Will.
We got the, just something light for the females. They don't get any love with the bully thing, so we got the bully light for the girls, then we got the bully mom for the girls. We'll fool them with a couple funky designs. Here's like a little funky Buster one.
She gave me a black one on the door.
Yeah, yeah.
A large one, I said, you see, I'm more than bigger than large. She said, yo, that's what we got. I said, all right, I'll lose weight.
I got these ones for like our employees to wear from now on for like whenever we do shows.
Okay.
Everybody that's part of the staff is gonna have one of these. I'm gonna put staff on the back. Tough little Buster one. You know, Buster's head there. Got the tie-dye Bully Life one. I got the bleached out Bully Life one. Paint splatter Bully Life one. This one's gonna be fire. I ain't get to do this one today. We gotta leave early.
Okay.
And then this one we had specially made for Gucci and Mrs. Boss. And I got a couple more designs coming.